Hey friends, it's Melissa. Welcome back to Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. We are looking at some Cornish Rock Cross meat bird chickens. These little birdies, look at that one taking a little dust bath. Even at this young age, they like taking dust baths. They also like just laying down, relaxing. They kind of get laying on their side because they're filling out. But these little birdies are 2 weeks old, and you've probably been with us for some videos. I sure hope if you've been with us for some other videos that you've pressed subscribe, and if you haven't pressed subscribe, please do. Please press subscribe. It helps us out more than you can imagine. But these little birdies, you've seen them before if you've seen some of our other videos. This is a flock we have currently going here late winter of 2023, and there's 98 little birds in this flock. Little dust bath, that's a little behavior that chickens do, and these meat birds are no exception. But we saw these birds the day they got to Twin Oaks Farm in the video Here Come the Chickies, and then we saw these birds again in Happy Birthday Chickies part 1 of a video series. We're going to do about 8 videos following this flock, and so then this is the second one, if I have my memory correct. This is the second one in that Happy Birthday Chickies series that we're doing. And basically in this series, we're just following a flock of meat chickens from start to finish, or as we say, flock to freezer to fork. So you're going to see the process of that with this group, and getting this shot here of this bird because we're already starting to see, even at this young age, at 2 weeks old, we're starting to see them start to fill out in the drumstick up there under the wing, and starting to see them fill out in the chicken breast. And we start to see that wide stance in their legs. Hey, start to see that wide stance in their legs. Look at that. Boy, done getting cuter than that. He wants to be the star of the show. You know, there's always something to do with these meat birds, and it doesn't matter what your work is in agriculture, out of agriculture, whatever your work is, nothing's ever easy, and there's always adjustment, and you got to pivot, you got to adjust, you got to work with your resources to do what needs done. And so that's kind of what we were into with these birds. Now they were in an area about 8 foot by 8 foot, and we got sun streaming in, sunlight, which is really great. I've got the west side of the barn open, but it makes it blurry in the camera, so we're having to kind of stick up over here in this part of the pen. But they were in an 8 by 8 enclosure, a brooder that we just built inside of this barn, and then we actually opened that up so that this set of birds is now in about 4 times that amount of space. And gonna pan to just this empty side of the barn. This side of the barn is probably about 10 by 20 foot here space that we've got, and the reason we're getting it ready, all of this, is that we've got 225 birds coming in here in about 2 weeks from now when we're filming right now. But we'll show you on these birds a couple things we see as far as their growth. It is a little bit hard to tell, but you can see he still has the furry, downy fuzz on the top of the head. But back here on the wing, we're getting the white feathers. And so we don't handle the birds too much when they're getting their white feathers, because if we knock one of those feathers out of where it's growing through the skin, that's very painful for the bird and can cause bleeding, and we don't want that. So, but see the feathering white here on the wing, that's all filling out. So the wing will fill in first. There's that side. And you can see at his tail, he's getting those white pin feathers coming in, and we're starting to see him down the back. And so as this bird grows, they have 6 weeks to go from hatch to harvest when we take them to the processor. But we'll see this bird feather out more over the whole bird. But it starts on the wings and the tail. That dust bathing is something they love to do. I'm trying to get some of their behavior here. So another thing going on in here is we do still have the heat lamps, and that was the thing I was referring to when I said nothing's ever easy and we're always having to adjust. That little bird right there standing had that meat bird posture that we're accustomed to seeing. But that's what we had to do in here today, was change lamps, because hey, it's supposed to be, this is like cuteness overload on this video. They're all coming in here. But anyway, it's supposed to be in the 20s tonight. Like I told you, it's late winter in southeast Ohio. So we're looking at cold temperatures tonight. So we had to actually add 2 heat lamps here to the brooder for these birds to keep them warm. So that's what was going on today. And I'm going to close for now, but we'll check on these birds again next week, and you'll see what they look like at 3 weeks old. Thanks for joining Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. Please like and subscribe. We sure appreciate you.